Welcome to NicheLTube Current Affairs. Today's topic is UPSC GS3 Liquid Nano Urea. This is an essential topic for Indian economy, agriculture, and science and technology. The Indian Express published an article titled, "What is Liquid Nano Urea produced by IFFCO, which can potentially revolutionize the use of nitrogen fertilizers in India?" We'll begin by looking at the basics, the ground level. What is a fertilizer? Fertilizers are implemented by farmers to increase and provide additional nutrients for the plants that they're cultivating. This enables higher yields, quicker yields, and the crops are resilient to natural obstacles or barriers such as wind and insects and pests. So, to increase the output in 1 acre or 1 hectare of land, the farmers have to implement fertilizers. What nutrients do fertilizers provide? The nutrients can be broadly classified as NPK, as these are the essential nutrients that any crop requires to grow. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and K, which stands for potassium. Nitrogen is found in urea, which is why the central nutrient of this video and this topic is nitrogen. What are the nitrogen fertilizers currently used? Ammonia, nitrate, and urea. These are the 3 different nitrogen fertilizers that farmers could implement. However, they tend to implement urea in higher proportions than ammonia or nitrate because urea is provided at a subsidy by the government, so it's the cheapest option for them. However, it has several environmental detrimental effects. It can create environmental degradation and also cause soil and water pollution. So as a replacement and a solution to this problem, the Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Society Limited has introduced liquid nano urea. Well, what is liquid nano urea? It's essentially a replacement to the conventional solid urea, and it's in liquid nanoparticle form. So each particle of liquid nano urea is 9 billion times smaller than 1 meter. So it's essentially a mist or spray, as opposed to the conventional solid urea cakes. As you can see in this flyer or public service announcement, the Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited has introduced the world's first nano urea, liquid nano urea. And the Prime Minister recently commissioned a new factory to produce this in large scales in Gujarat. But what are the benefits of liquid nano urea that make it a suitable replacement for conventional urea? Firstly, it reduces the input cost for farmers. 1 bottle of liquid urea, which comes in around half a liter, can fertilize an entire 1 acre field. And usually 2.5 bags of conventional solid urea are required to irrigate the same amount of land, 1 acre. So obviously it's cheaper and more efficient for the farmers. It's also environmentally friendly, as liquid nano urea ensures targeted nutritional intake. The solid urea or the conventional urea was mixed with the soil, and the farmers hoped that the plants or the roots of the crops would take in the urea. They would suck in the urea through the roots. And this entailed several detrimental effects towards the environment because the soil is being contaminated with the urea, and this could pollute the soil, and also it could enter the groundwater table and pollute that. And if suppose humans consumed it, it would have severe effects towards our health. So that's why liquid nano urea is simply sprayed on the leaves of the plants. It doesn't enter the soil or the groundwater table. Liquid nano urea improves the nutritional value of the crops because, as I mentioned earlier, it's a targeted nutritional intake. When it's sprayed on the leaves, the pores on the leaves of the plant, known as the stomata, they inhale or take in liquid nano urea, and then is transported across the plant for targeted growth. It's not added in the soil, and so it's much more efficient. Liquid nano urea increases the farmer's income. As I mentioned earlier, it decreases input costs, which means the farmer's income would also increase. Lower input costs would mean higher farmer income. It's a basic proportionality. Also, it enhances the crop productivity. According to research conducted by the IFFCO, conventional solid urea was 5 to 25% effective on fields, whereas liquid nano urea was 85% effective. This is because liquid nano urea is easier to implement for the farmers and it can't be washed away or destroyed by irrigation or floods. Lastly, it's much cheaper than conventional urea. We've already discussed this. So that's the benefits of liquid nano urea, and this is why it can revolutionize the implementation and usage of nitrogenous fertilizers in India. Now to streamline or channelize the knowledge gained in this video, let's look at a quick MCQ. This could possibly crop up on the prelims paper that's coming on June 5th. With reference to the liquid nano urea, consider the following statements. 1. It is the world's first nano-liquid urea made by the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. 2. It is developed to replace conventional urea and it can curtail the requirement of the same by at least 50%. 3. The effectiveness of the nano urea liquid is over 80% in delivering nitrogen to plants. So here they use nano urea liquid, but it can also be used synonymously with liquid nano urea. There's no particular requirement. So now let's look at the options. Which of the following statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3 only. I'll allow you to think about this, think the question through, and answer the question down in the comments below. So type your answers below, and it'll be answered in a future video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great learning experience, and until the next one, this is Ninja Tube signing off.